3:17 a.m. In a palace-like mansion in Riyadh, everything was perfect, except peace. Cristiano Ronaldo lay curled up in a corner of the bed, wide awake. Outside, he was the legend the world adored. Inside, his own home had begun to feel like a prison. He had money, fame, success, and Georgina, but in that stillness of the night, when he asked himself, "Am I truly happy?" the answer was clear. Not at all. There wasn't a shred of love left in the relationship. Everything felt staged, every moment fake. They sat at the table, together, but not a word passed between them. Even the sound of their children laughing now stung, because those same children had unknowingly become masks. Covering their dying connection, Cristiano hadn't had a proper conversation with Georgina. In 3 days, she was busy with shoots, modeling contracts, Instagram posts. He screamed on the training pitch but fell completely silent at home. One evening, he finally gathered the courage to speak. He stared quietly at her across the dinner table. Georgina kept scrolling through her phone, not even glancing up. "I feel like a guest in my own home," he said softly. She replied coldly, "You're tired, you should rest." At that moment, all the memories came flooding back when they first met, when there was no money, no cameras, when they'd drive around in a tiny car and Georgina would rest her head on his shoulder and whisper, "I'm with you, always." Now, she was just next to him, not with him. That night, Ronaldo wrote a letter, not for anyone else, just for himself. He wrote, "I've given everything to the world, goals, records, legacy, but in my own home, I'm just a shadow. I'm tired of people seeing me as only Ronaldo. No one sees my soul. I'm just a man, who wanted love. And now, even that is gone." He placed the letter in a drawer, intending to burn it. But fate had other plans. 2 days later, Georgina read the letter. She confronted him. "So this is how you feel. Why didn't you tell me?" Cristiano just looked at her. "You never asked," he said. There was no yelling, no breaking things, no dramatic fight. Just a silence so sharp, it shattered him completely. Georgina packed her bags and left for Madrid. No goodbye, no closure. That night, Cristiano called his lawyer. "I want a divorce. Quietly, no media circus. Are you sure?" The lawyer asked. Cristiano remained silent for a few seconds, then whispered, "I'm alone. I can't keep pretending anymore." He went to the room where his children were sleeping. He kissed each one gently. And that night, he broke in a way no football match ever could. Cristiano Ronaldo, the man who never gives up on the field, had surrendered to life. After Georgina left, the house became unrecognizably cold. There used to be laughter in every corner. Now, silence echoed everywhere. Even the children sensed something was off. Cristiano kept smiling for them, but inside, every smile turned into pain when the door closed behind him. One night, he opened his laptop and browsed through old photos. Memories flooded the screen. Georgina's smile, their first vacation, the birth of their child. Moments once full of life, now just digital files. Tears rolled down his face. Cristiano Ronaldo, the rock the world admired, had crumbled. In Madrid, Georgina was not as strong as her social media made her seem. Every photo was glam, every caption inspiring, but inside, she was falling apart. She kept rereading the letter, discovering deeper meaning each time. She once drowned in his love. Now, she was drowning in guilt. When had she drifted away? When had she stopped caring? Once, they needed nothing but each other's smiles. Now, they had everything except joy. The media still had no clue. The couple maintained total silence. But how long can truth hide? Cristiano sent a short WhatsApp to a close friend. "She's gone. Forever." Somehow, it leaked. The internet exploded. Tabloids, podcasts, breaking headlines, Cristiano Ronaldo and Georgina Rodriguez, over. Social media went wild. Fans were heartbroken. Haters celebrated. Georgina's followers surged. Cristiano's Instagram flooded with questions. "What happened? Are you okay? Is this real?" He gave no answers, just posted a black and white photo of himself sitting alone on an empty pitch. Caption: "Even the brightest lights cast the darkest shadows." Over 10 million likes. But no one understood this wasn't PR. This was his soul crying out. People started blaming Georgina. "Gold digger, selfish, you didn't deserve him." She tried to explain, but no one listened. To a close friend, she confessed, "I'm exhausted. I lost myself trying to live a perfect life." Divorce proceedings began quietly in Riyadh, Private judge. No cameras, just two people once willing to fight the world for each other, now unable to look into each other's eyes. Do you agree to this separation willingly? The judge asked. Cristiano simply nodded. He wanted to speak, but his voice cracked. Georgina looked at him, eyes full of a love that had come too late. Stamp. Divorce finalized. On the ride home, everything outside the window blurred. Cristiano, the man who'd won countless matches in the 90th minute, had just lost the most important one. He entered his bedroom, saw his children's drawings on the wall. One showed the whole family together. Below it, our happy family. He took it down, kissed it, and folded it into his diary. It was now only a memory. Each morning after felt heavier than the last. He woke up, but something inside him didn't. Gym. Lost interest. Training, mechanical, smiles, all fake. One day, he broke down in front of his trainer, the dumbbell slipped, and he just sat there crying silently. Boss, you need help, the trainer said. This isn't you. Cristiano finally admitted he was broken. Not in front of cameras. Not in front of fans. But to himself. The club approved a private break, personal health reasons. In reality, Cristiano entered an emotional wellness center in Europe. No cameras, no noise. Only silence and truth. Half his days were spent meditating. The other half writing in a journal. Day 1. Anger. Day 2. I'm shattered. Day 4. She was my world. Day 7. I'm surviving. Day 14. I'm living. The diary became his silent witness to healing. One evening, in the center's library, he met her. No makeup, no glam, just a coffee mug and teary eyes. Her name was Alina, a writer, a mother, a divorce survivor. They barely spoke, but understood each other deeply. Cristiano shared his heart without fear for the first time. Alina said, "You're Superman to the world, but even Superman cries. There's no shame in that." Her words pierced something deep inside him. Back in Madrid, Georgina drowned in regret. She canceled her shoots. She cried on calls with the kids, but Ronaldo no longer answered. She saw his post, a photo of his diary with the caption, "Time takes everything. But sometimes, it gives back to Thai." She read it 100 times. Was it for her? She tried to message him, but deleted it every time. One night, in the garden, asked, "Do you still love her?" Cristiano lowered his head. "I could never hate her. But I can't trust her anymore." Alina said softly, "Sometimes, love without trust cannot survive. And sometimes, love is about letting go." Cristiano decided that night, no revenge, no regret, just peace. 3 weeks later, he returned to Riyadh, but this wasn't the broken man who had left. This was a man reborn, honest with himself. His children ran to him. He hugged them tightly. "I play now, only for you," he whispered, "only for you." The media had moved on. Fans chased new headlines. But inside, Cristiano was writing his own quiet, powerful chapter. One night, Georgina sent him a voice note. "I know I failed you. I ignored your pain. I thought being next to you was enough. But I forgot to truly be with you. I don't expect forgiveness. Just know that, I remember the man who held my hand when I had nothing." He listened, then deleted it. Not out of hate, but peace, because now, he didn't need closure. He was his own closure. Time passed. Cristiano simplified everything. Mornings with the kids, training, reading, evening games with them. One night, alone on the balcony with a warm coffee, he looked up at the stars. He wasn't searching for anything. He felt, content. He thought of Alina, the woman who didn't fix him, but walked beside him. A few days later, she texted, "I'm in town." "Coffee," he replied. "Tomorrow, 6 p.m. They met at a quiet cafe. No cameras. No fans. "You look different," she said. "I finally feel like myself." He smiled. They sat in silence, a comfortable one. Alina took his hand, and in that moment, Ronaldo felt a kind of love he'd never known before. The kind found in stillness, not noise. In Madrid, Georgina saw his new photos smiling with his kids, working at his new foundation. He looked, radiant. On an interview, she was asked, "Do you miss him?" She paused, then said, "I miss the man who loved me deeply, and I regret realizing it too late." Tears welled in her eyes, but there was no way back. Life had given her everything but taken away love. 2 months later, Ronaldo gave a speech at a football charity event. He stood at the mic and said, "I'm Cristiano Ronaldo, the top scorer, the golden boy of Europe, but today, I'm just a father." and a man who fought his own heart and won. Applause thundered, but the only applause that mattered was the one he heard inside himself. That night, he walked with Alina under the moonlight. "You're not a bandage for my wounds," he told her. "You're the start of my new life." She smiled. "I didn't come to fix you. I came to walk beside you. And finally, Cristiano Ronaldo, the legend, opened his heart. No fear, no expectations. That night, he wrote in his diary, "I was alone. I was broken. I was hiding. And then, I found myself." Georgina was a chapter in my story, but I am the whole book. To the world it was a breakup, but for Cristiano it was a rebirth.